Okay, we're good. Okay, so this call is about the new BAT business activity tracker, which I'm going to share with you guys. And then Ariel and I had an idea from that for you guys, a little push for both of our teams for the month of May. We actually came up with it for ourselves because we saw something that we're both lacking. And we decided to push each other. And then one of us was like, why don't we have our teams do this too? So I'll share that with you guys too. So let's just take a peek at the BAT. I posted it in my team. If you guys don't, can we post like the link to it in the chat? Probably, right? Oops, sorry. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to share my screen just so we can look at it. I like it. It's a lot cleaner than the old one. If you ever used the old one, it was like, I don't know, something about the setup was not. Okay, hold on. I had it open in my phone. No. Perhaps this is it. No, that's not it, guys. Okay. IT. Nope. Wait. Oh. Oh my gosh. This is so annoying. Why? Oh, I think I'm figuring it out. Look at that. I don't even need IT. So good. Can you guys see it? Yeah, I did it. All right. So I'm not going to bring up the old one. The old one was just, I don't know, like I just like this. This is very clean. You check it off. And I don't know, it's like all in one place. The other one had like things on the bottom. So as you can see here, like this is a great call for us to do at the beginning of the month because you're going to start right here and you're going to set your goals for the month. And what I suggest you guys do is you should set a main goal right here. So like if you want to sign 4 coaches, right, total for the month, or 10 coaches, if you want to hit SC10 or 10 in both of your business centers or whatever it is, write it here, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to break that down over the weeks of when you want to hit that by. So like if your goal is 4 coaches, then you could do, sign a coach, like one coach. If your goal is SC10, then, you could do like, I probably, no matter what, if I were you, would set by SC6 by week 2. So like I'd put, 2 and 4 here or something, or 3 and 3. Well, we can't even get 1 point anymore. I guess we can for a converter person, like somebody that we can get 1 more point, but I would say hit it by here. So like set that for here. But I've been using this, I used it for all of April, and I'm setting my goals for my business center, my husband's business center, and my second business center all here. So I have like SC such and such in mind, this many coaches in mind. So open up your back office, look at your sponsorship drill down, look where you need coaches, and set your goals for the month, and then break them down by the week. And then, this whole tracker is just for 1 week. So you're going to put which week it is and your date. I would set the date that you're going to send it to your coach. So be accountable. Like when you open this up tonight or tomorrow to do this for the first week starting Thursday, write down right there, when are you going to send it to your coach? Okay. And then it just breaks it down by day. Proof the product works. So that's your little Shakeology check off. That's your workout. This is your personal development, 20 minutes. I like that because I think everybody starts at a lot lower. So if you're not at 20 minutes of PD. And then your business building goals. So adding 3 new people to your network, making 3 posts on social media, starting 3 conversations with new contacts inviting 3 people to your next challenge group, following up with 3 people, talking to 3 people about coaching. That's what I'm going to get into in a sec. And recognizing the success of 3 people. So let's get into those a tiny bit. Adding 3 people. So this is like, I go back and forth on this. Actually, a while back, I watched a video from Lindsay Matway, and she said, like, you don't have to worry about who accepts your friendship as long as you're sending out 2 to 5 a day. So here's 3. You're going to be building your network. You're going to have enough sent out that you're going to get the numbers. So, you know, it depends on where you're at in your business. I'm going to go with that. So if you're at the point where you've been doing this for a while and your friends list is at like 1 to 2,000, and now you're friending people that you don't really know, you might like, so that's me. I don't get the same turnaround of people accepting my friendship as I did when it was like a lot more people in common, or someone I kind of knew one time, you know, saw on baseball fields once in a while or whatever. So, so I am paying attention, and I'm making sure that I have 3 people that have accepted my friendship. So like in the week, I want 20 new friends for the week. That's my goal, like 20 people. So I want that friends list to go up by 20 for the week. Okay, so 3 posts to social media. If you guys are posting in multiple places, you know, I don't think you have to post 3 times on all of them. As far as like new things, I think you can reuse. But yeah, if you're trying to build your Instagram and your Facebook, you need to be posting on both 3 times a day, because you have a different audience, and so it's the same calculation. You know, it's the same formula in both of those places. Like your Instagram followers don't know how many times you posted on Facebook, and vice versa. Same thing with your like page. So you can reuse a lot of things. You can even just change the picture, or you know, change the story a tiny bit. Like give a little, like on Instagram, I'll give like a quicker version of the story and like a longer on Facebook and that kind of thing. But you definitely, whatever you're trying to grow, you need to be posting 3 times a day. And, you know, with that said, try to grow one thing at a time, you know, if you can. Like if you're trying to grow it all at once, that's what I've learned, you're kind of not growing anything that quickly. You know, it's a steadier growth. So really throw yourself into, pick one and do it well, and make sure that you're putting, you know, 3 really good pieces of content there. We're actually going to have a call next week on posting. So we'll get into that more next week. Okay, 3 conversations with new contacts. Well, if you added 3 new Facebook friends, this is super easy, right? So you can just look at who accepted your friendship that day or the day before, within the week, and you can talk to all of these people, start that conversation, right? So yeah, that should be super easy. And then, you know, people that have liked your posts, people whose birthday it is, I like to just pop in there with anyone who has anything I could comment on, that instead I can just send them a quick private message. That's what I'll do. So like a baby announcement or a new house or any of those things, I'll just be like, hey girl, oh my gosh, I just saw that you're, you know, expecting a baby. Congratulations. How are you feeling? So I'll send those things in a private message. Okay, invite 3 people to your next challenge group. So this is actually going to be, I'm going to add this to our thing that I'm going to tell you guys at the end. So, you know, I don't know how you guys do this. I don't invite to either the business or the challenge groups every day. I invite in bulk. And I think it's good to invite in bulk. Like I'm not going to really change what I do, but I am going to add this piece in, and I'm going to add challenge groups to it for you guys. So I'll talk more about that in a minute, but you know, 3 is a lot. So like you can go back and look at I started like, so for April, Ariel and I tracked exactly how many people, I tracked how many friend requests I sent out and checked off who accepted. I tracked how many invites I sent out. And you know, the challenge group, it can be your free group. You can do like a baby step invite, but don't end it there. So like when you invite them to your free group, you can count them, but you have to invite them to a challenge group, right? When that group ends. So you can check that off, I think, for that box, but you have to make sure you take that next step with them. So yeah, we tracked all that. How many people we invited to groups, how many we invited to the business. So do that in May. Actually, like you're gonna track this, but have just, I mean, I did it in a notebook, guys. Like I had one page for my invites, one page for my free group invites, one page for my new friends, one page for my new combos. And so it just really showed me where I'm strong and where I'm weak, which I'll get into a little more in a minute. Follow up with 3 people. That should get really easy as you keep having these conversations. You know, the more conversations and invites you're sending out, you're gonna have more than 3 people a day to follow up with. Talk to 3 people about the coaching opportunity. I will talk about that one in a minute. Let's do recognize the success of 3 people. So guys, your recognition does not have to be public, okay? You don't have to publicly recognize 3 people a day. You can recognize people on your page, obviously, in the team pages, in your challenge groups, in your free groups. But to tell you the truth, like some people love, I mean, I think everyone appreciates that. Everyone appreciates a shout out, like a public shout out. But I'm a person who I appreciate that and I love it and it feels good, but it's fleeting for me. When someone recognizes me personally, like one-on-one, like if someone sends me a quick message or, you know, just a quick little thank you, you know, brighten my day up, or you inspired me today, or you always know how to push me without, you know, like whatever it might be, that intimate recognition for me is like, I would take that if I had to choose and only have one, that would be it. So remember that you can fill somebody's cup, like by just doing a little personal recognition too. So that 3 a day, and it doesn't have to always be Beachbody. Like tell your husband that you noticed that, you know, he switched the laundry over and you really appreciate that. You know, he had a tough day and a long day and it really helped. That one little thing really helped. You know, tell your kids that you notice that, you know, one of the kids let the little kid sit in their breakfast chair or something. We have that issue in my house. Like everybody has like their assigned seat, you know, like tell people in your life 3 a day and check them off, because what this does is it's going to just keep you in this state of gratitude and service, you know, this state of where you are not thinking about what you're getting or what's for you, or are you making a sale when you're in those situations. You're thinking about how you can serve and you're filling your cup. You're going to feel really good every time you give out that recognition. Okay. So when you see the 3 people, I don't know, that's how I'm interpreting that. It's been a good thing for me to interpret it that way. I would say, like, yeah, if you add that up over the week and you can recognize 5 to 7 people in the week for Beachbody, awesome. You know, and don't forget your challengers. Don't forget your free challengers, your free groupers. Guys, like once you have somebody that does a free group for like 3 or 4 months, they're just as much your tribe as your paying challengers. They're not doing a program yet, but they are with you, you know, recognize them. Okay. So that's my little recognition spiel. All right, so let's go back to the challenge group and the coaching opportunity invites. So let's start with coaching opportunity, okay? Because that's I don't know, like one of you might, or a couple of you might be like, oh my gosh, I invite coaching opportunity like this. I've been doing this for 3 years. It's still the hardest thing for me. But when I'm in it and doing it, it's very easy. And you guys probably see that. Like, it's the hardest thing for me to sit down and just do. But when I'm in my groove and I'm inviting, like, so what I usually do is I invite, unless somebody pops out at me, I mostly invite when I have something to invite to, a sneak peek, a webinar, okay? So what we want to do is called, because we like to rhyme, we called it One a Day in May. So we challenge each other, and then we said, let's challenge our team to all invite one person per day in May to the coaching opportunity. And as you can see, where we're going to head with this is to get to 3 a day. Now with 3 a day said, I'm going to take Sundays off because I don't work on Sundays. But 3 a day, 5 to 6 days a week is going to be a game changer. 1 a day is going to be a game changer, because what's going to happen is you're going to invite 1 a day. But then when you get to that point where you have a sneak peek, you're still going to have some people that you invite or that you follow up with, people that didn't answer you or said, yeah, I'll check that out, and then didn't answer. And you can be like, hey, we have this webinar tonight. Can I pop you in there? Can you hop on? Like, that's a great follow-up. So 1 per day in May, so that at the end of May, you have at least 31 people that you invited to the business, okay? So let me read you 2 invites that I've sent so far, because it's May 2nd. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, this one that I'm going to open is going to be, she's going to see that I read it. That's okay. Okay, here's my first one. Hey, Rachel, how are you? So I'm sitting here inviting a few people to check out some info on what I do as a coach, and your post with your cutie pie son popped up in my newsfeed. It got me thinking. You're so warm and friendly, you'd be a natural at what I do. Are you looking for a way to earn an extra income from home? Would you be interested in learning more? That's it. Super easy. Sincere, it was honest. She's very warm and friendly. Like, that's what I take from her. All of my interactions with her. So that was my invite yesterday, and today I said, oh, this girl said no, but that's okay. So I said, hey girl, how are you doing? So I'm sitting here, so I have my same opening line. Like, I'm kind of explaining, like, Shane Fryer says, I know this is coming out of left field. That's like her opening line. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't really, it's not something I would say, so I don't say that, right? I just say, and I was sitting here, like, I'm scrolling through to find someone to invite. This is what happened. So I'm telling the truth. So I'm sitting here inviting a few people to check out some info on what I do as a coach. And your post that you hit the gym tonight popped up in my newsfeed. It got me thinking. You're so positive and motivating and a natural born leader. You'd be great at what I do. Are you looking for a way to earn an extra income from home? Will you be interested in learning more? That's it. She said she doesn't have time. So I'm going to respond to her later. But this is the other thing, guys. Most people are going to say no, or they're going to say send me the info, and then we know what's going to happen, right? But imagine now doing this for 3 months, okay? So next month, the goal would be to add and do 2 people. And that at the end of that month, we'd have invited 90. And then the goal the 3rd month is to do 3 a day. And then we'd have 180. So imagine if in 3 months from now, you invited 180 people to the business. You're gonna have some new coaches on your team. And you're gonna have coaches that came in to work the business because you didn't ask them if they want a discount or accountability or anything else. You're asking them if they want to earn income, okay? So I think one a day, like I started with one because I need to do that. Like it's very easy. If it's 10 o'clock at night and you're like, oh no, I didn't do my one today. Like it's very easy to scroll and find that person that you're like, yeah, you know what? I would love to have this girl on my team. Or this guy. Okay, I think that was our main initiative. I like this too. So right here where you're gonna write, oh, I know what I was just gonna say. So the challenge group thing, I think this is a great goal. So my goal is to invite 3 a day for the month. Like I'm not necessarily gonna invite 3 every day, but at the end of the month to have invited 90 to 100 people to do a challenge group. But you guys can start with 1. Like if you're not inviting 31 people a month to do a challenge group, start there, okay? So you might not invite one every single day because you might have free group and that's where you invite from, and then you invite, 10 from there, right? But if that's how you mostly invite, number 1, you have to get more new people in your free groups. Number 2, you might have to run a second free group so that you have more time to invite. And number 3, you might have to invite someone that's never done a free group. And just say, maybe somebody that just had a baby, or I don't know, you have those people, they pop up and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check her out. I'm gonna keep up with her. So to actually just bite the bullet and say to someone, hey, listen, I'm sitting here sending some invites out to my 30-day challenge. We have an awesome promo right now. I thought of you as someone that I'd love to have join in. Would you like more info on the program? Very simple, okay? So the goal is to invite 1 a day to your challenge group in May and 1 a day to your coaching opportunity. I don't think you have to invite, I don't think you have to invite every day to your challenge group. I think just for the month, it should add up to 31, if I'm making sense. I do think you need to, the goal is to invite every single day to the coaching opportunity, because what it's going to do, guys, is it's going to start to break down that wall and build your confidence. When you invite to this business every single day, every day when you go to do it, you're going to be that much more confident than you were the day before. And you're going to get the good feedback more often too. So you're going to get the no's, you're going to get the ignores, blah, blah, you're going to get all of that. But you're also going to get the positive feedback, okay? And at the very least, you're going to be like, yeah, I did that. And you're going to have a day where you're like, I'm going to invite 4 people today, So invite to the coaching opportunity every single day in May. Every day in May. What else was I gonna say? I do like this piece here too to fill out, where each week you have, how many customers did you add, how many coaches, how many new contacts. I don't know if new contacts counts as people you talk to or just added. I only counted people that I talked to, but I guess people that you've added to your network, I don't know. You can make up what you want that to be, but you should be talking to everyone you add anyway. So, and then your total commission earned. And I like this too, because some people are like, I don't know, there's a detachment when you look at your back office and you see the earnings there versus like that you write it down. And I don't know, for me there is. So this is nice. Like get a binder, put this in there, and now you have week after week after week of progress in your business. I wish that this had a place to write the names, but it doesn't. So I do suggest that you keep, you keep the names. I don't know. For me, some people are like, if I put them on, some people use Teamsy. You can use Excel spreadsheet. I use a notebook because I don't know why. It's just what works for me. So find what works for you, and definitely keep track of the names. Don't use your messenger as your tracker for names because you will lose. You will it gets to be too much. You lose a lot of the messages get buried, especially if you're like mass messaging for a free group or something like that. So. Okay, so that's my spiel. That's what I have for you guys. The 1 a day in May push. I'm really excited about it. I can share those two. I can share them with Ariel too, just those 2 quick messages I sent out. In my team page, we have another file of invites. I think in our Hit Success Club group we do too. But for my team, I would love it if we could share them as we do them, like share some examples in our Hit Success Club group, because the wording is something, the scripts are great. The scripts are great to help you guys, to guide you. Don't get stuck on the script. Don't use a script that doesn't sound like you. I change it all the time. I never go back to a script I used for my last sneak peek and copy and paste it. I don't know why. Something about the energy when I write it, that energy's there. But the scripts are a good starting point for you because you can take the ideas and make it something that's yours and something that you actually would say and feel comfortable saying. You can also voice message if you're comfortable with someone, even if you're not, but you can do a quick voice message so that they hear your voice. Sometimes it's hard for someone to word something and you're trying to not sound this way or not sound that way. And, but your voice tells the story. So when they hear your voice and the inflection in your voice and that you're not like, sign up, or, they know how you're coming across. So if you can work your way up to that, that would be awesome too. You can send yourself, I know this sounds, I've done this. You can voice message yourself in Messenger. So you can pull up your name and see how it sounds and practice a few times. But try different things and find your way with it. And just be willing to fail. We're all going to fail. The more people we ask, the more people we're going to have that ignore us, that say no, that, get afraid and all these things. So just know that going into it, embrace it, and be more open to the experience of gaining the confidence of just biting the bullet, sending out those invites. And the good part of that, what's the word I'm looking for? But the spin of it is we are going to have more people saying no, but we're also going to have more people saying yes. And they might not say it this month and they might not say it next month, but I promise you, if you keep doing this, by 3 months from now, you're going to see a big change. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys. I don't know if anyone has any questions. Well, thank you, Amy. Amy shared the link, guys, for the business activity tracker in the chart for you, in the chat. I had a long day. All 3 of my kids are now, this is my first time ever having all of the kids in an activity. So I don't know. It's just baseball and dance and baseball. So I'm a little brain dead. Thank you, Amy. Does anybody have any questions or want any more ideas for messaging or anything like that? No? All right. Okay.
I kind of have a question. Sorry, last minute. For people that are trying to so I'm in the Diamond Dash right now as well too, and they have some pretty high stakes as far as trying to invite a certain amount of people every day and that kind of thing. And I've been having just some issues trying to find like a new crowd, to invite and stuff. Do you have any recommendations on where to look for people that's not completely a cold market, but you can try and have some type of relationship with, but like I've worn out my warm market completely.
Yeah. So you've done like your friends list, your friends lists and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you post public?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in any groups? Like
I am. A lot of those groups though, like actually recently got kicked out of one because I added too many people from the group, and they had thought that I had tried to I guess use it for a business opportunity, which I mean they weren't wrong, but I didn't like approach them that way by any means.
Yeah.
But, so it's like a lot of the groups that I'm finding that I'm involved with say, you cannot use these groups to try and build your business or a like page even, and that kind of stuff. So it's like, it's really kind of hard to try and to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. Like, so the groups, I haven't done them in a while. When I was having success, it takes longer for sure. Cause it's like, you have to make a presence in the group. Like you have to post, and then you have to like build a relationship in to get to that point where you send the friend request. So it is a little bit longer. I would stick with it. It's not going to be your quick answer, but if you stick with it and build a relationship well in the group, and like send a private message and be like, hey, could you share that? Like if you can build it before you send the friend request.
Right.
But yeah, it does take a little bit longer because now everybody does it. Do you have any friends that sell anything?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So, do they have groups?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you could do that too, where you, like for example, my best friend sells LuLaRoe,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like becoming friends with people in her group, and I'm in her. I mean, she does LuLaRoe, so like I just did a live sale with her last week. I was like her guest person, and
yeah.
So if you have something like that too, someone else who's networking, you can definitely think of ways to do that. Do you have a like page?
Yeah.
Okay, so my like page, I have found I found a little secret sauce with a free group. When you do a free group, have a kick-ass picture of yourself, but not too perfect, like a workout picture that's close and like you look really fierce and happy and excited. And like your wording right on there, like free 5-day ab group, like do an ab group. Like if you want people quick, like run an ab group next week. And then when you boost it to the friend, you're not to like, okay, so everybody with like pages will tell you not to do this, but this has been a quick hit for me. When you boost it, have been boosting them for like $10 to the friends of my friends and their friends. And I've had a lot of hits because I think what happens is it's like, I get that one person that knows me that likes it, and then their friends see it, and then their friends are like, oh, okay, well, Sally knows this girl. It must be good. So like, I don't know, like I've added a bunch of people that are like looking to work out. They're cold market, but we have friends in common, but not friends like that have other friends in common, if that's making sense.
Yeah. And do you find luck with the boost when you boost it? Like you find there's like, it works for you?
I don't find luck unless this is the first time I've found luck.
Okay.
Is boosting the free group and so instead of like picking like moms who like Pampers and all these things,
yeah,
I just pick $10, 24 hours, $10, boost it to friends of, I know I'm not saying it right, but it's like friends and their friends.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry. This is why I'm saying it wrong. People who like your page and their friends.
Okay.
That's what it is. People who like your page and their friends. I don't know. That's a little secret sauce that it could be like a luck thing, but I've done it the last 3 times, and I've added like 20 new people that want health and fitness. So, and you could try it for a coaching opportunity one too.
Yeah.
I think it's good to follow all the boosting as you're building your page, like all of that like page stuff. That's how you build your page and your following. But a quick hit for a group, that's what I found. And it's the picture too. Like it needs to be, the picture that's really good for me is like, it's like my whole, it's kind of like a sweaty selfie, but I'm like, in it. I'll message it to you. What's your Facebook name?
Just Amy Norton 08.
Okay. So that's another way. Are you on Instagram? Because I feel like
I am, but I'm not as active on it probably as I should be. It's like, it's hard enough for me to get going on with Facebook.
Yeah.
I need to do here. And then I try to post maybe once a day, but it usually ends up being once every like 3rd day when I'm like, oh yeah, Instagram, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's easy enough to just put the same thing, on Instagram, but, the other thing is you can also ask for referrals. So like you can go back through people that you've asked, people that have done programs before or haven't, that said yes, no, whatever, and just ask like, do you know anybody? I'm putting together my next group. Do you know anybody?
Yeah, do that.
That's really easy to do with a free group. You could just be like, I'm just looking for some new energy. Do you know anyone that's looking to lose a little weight and would like to like give it a 5-day trial with me? So I think I don't know what you're doing right now with your posting too. Like if you start to, how many Facebook friends do you have?
I think I'm at like 500 or 600 only, probably.
Okay. So go through your list too. Go through your Facebook friend list. Start at Z because we always start at the same place, or start in the middle. Wherever you usually start, go to an opposite place. Start there and just look at some people's friends and see, because I'm at like 2,300, and when I get really stuck and I do that, I do find somebody, some buddies usually, and sometimes that will lead to another person. So don't count it out. And then I don't know, I'm trying to give you as much as I can, but my brain is a little fried. But yeah, I don't know too, like I'll do this, like my husband, I tag my husband in everything. And then if he, sometimes it'll get a new like of someone I'm not friends with, and I can connect that way. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you have like, your husband, your sister, your best friend, your mom.
My husband is written off Facebook.
Oh.
So that doesn't help me very much. Yeah. No, I do, but I do have family and stuff on there, which I could explore more. I think I could get more thorough. But I've also heard, like through the Diamond Dash and stuff, they say don't friend the people that they say suggested friends, and like try and branch out into other areas. So that's what I've kind of tried to do.
Yeah.
But it's just more difficult because it's, you just really have to try and find somebody they have something in common with and try and strike up a conversation out of nowhere. And people just think that's weird because it kind of is, it's kind of just weird for you to come out of left field and say something. And I probably have maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 out of 10 people who will respond back.
Yeah. So if you have like a best friend or whatever, somebody that you could ask, like, can I tag you in my posts? And they can hide them. They don't have to be on their timeline. They don't have to be on their page. It'll still be It's the same that you tag them if it's on their page or not. Same deal in the newsfeed. So, you know, maybe you have a couple of people, like if your mom or somebody really close to you that you can be like, can I tag you in all of my posts? Then their friends are going to see it. And it's not going to be weird because you're going to add them and send them a quick message and be like, hey, you know, I saw you like my post this morning. And you're friends with my mom or you're friends with my best friend. Thanks so much for the love, girl. I sent you a friend request. I love connecting with positive women. Hope you can accept. No worries if you can't, or whatever. Hope you can accept. Have a great day.
Yeah.
So then it's not weird. You have a reason that you message them.
Yeah. That always makes it a little bit easier as far as not feeling like a creeper, you know, or something.
Yeah. And here's the thing, okay? You are looking for people that think it's awesome that you message them. So you're not looking for the majority that's closed off and also nervous what people think of them. And it's like, that's so weird she messaged. You're looking for the person that's like, oh my God, you're so sweet. Thank you. You know, yeah, I'd love to connect with you. So the people that ignore you or don't accept and all that, you're not looking for them anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And in 3 months from now, they're not going to be like, oh, this one day, this girl, in a week, in 3 days from now, they're not going to be like, oh, this weird girl messaged me on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, it's in and out. Like, they think you're weird for 2 seconds, and then they're back onto themselves.
Right.
So just, you know, remember that, like, they're actually doing you a favor when they say no or they don't accept or whatever. It's like, not you. Just keep going because you're looking for the people that think it's freaking awesome. You know, they think your post is awesome. And the chances are if they liked the post, they're going to be warm about it, you know?
Yeah.
So I would try that too. I actually might try that. I only tag them. I might add somebody. But yeah, tag somebody that's like not on your team, not doing Beachbody. Like, same thing with if you have someone selling something like to a point, like you are like really working another business, tag each other. Have that be a thing. You know, hide it from your timeline, but you got a rooted in feels friend. Ask them to team up with that. Because people need nice skin and they want to drink a healthy shake and work out. You know, they can have both.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? Be careful when you ask me questions because I talk a lot. Anybody else? Jory, do you have a question? Oh, because you just popped on and I was like, yes, Jory. And you were like, you know, like you're nice and relaxed. Like, I have a question. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. So hopefully you're all in for one a day in May. Okay, 31 invites to coaching, 31 invites to challenge group. And that's minimum, right? Okay, that's minimum. So just tell yourself, like, before you go to bed every night, like when you're brushing your teeth and you're looking in your mirror, like put a Post-it on your mirror that says one a day, ? So then you're like, crap, I got to do it before I go to bed. Okay, I'm actually going to do that. It'll work for me. So, all right, thank you guys. Next week we have somebody coming on to actually Mary from our team. She really went all in with the past Simon Dash with Keith Callahan and really changed her social media and working super well for her. She has the whole method for us. So she's going to talk to us about posting and branding yourself and all that good stuff next week. So I'm excited. Oh, Catherine was here. Hi and bye, Catherine. All right, good night, everybody. Bye, thank you.